Hello everyone, this is Madam Latricia Manda with another lesson on Humanities and Social Studies. This is just a continuation from where we stopped last time. Remember, we're doing something about environment and we looked onto the definition of environment, and also the last time we stopped somewhere when we're looking about human activities that affects environment. So today this is just a continuation and we are looking on point number 2. So in point number 2 we want to look at water pollution from the use of fertilizer and various waste materials. This is another act done by humans. They apply fertilizers and sometimes they use waste materials, so they produce water and sometimes air. So the modern agriculture uses many synthetic fertilizer and dominantly contains the essential nutrients for plant growth, such as nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. These are the things that happen when you use fertilizers to apply in your plants. So why do we apply fertilizers in our crops? Why do we apply these fertilizers? We apply because we want to yield much, or sometimes we want the plants to enhance the growth and maximize the yield. So when we apply these fertilizers, the excess fertilizer or nutrients can leak from the soil into the nearby water sources, as the minerals are very soluble in water. So it's not bad to use fertilizer, but because there is these materials that fertilizer contain, that's why we are saying sometimes we can affect the environment. Still on point number 2, that's water pollution from the use of fertilizer and various waste materials. We want to discuss much on this. This pollutes the water and starts the process of eutrophication and harms the aquatic ecosystem. This pollutes the water and starts the process of eutrophication and harms the aquatic ecosystem. Fertilizers are fatal to aquatic ecosystem and environment in excess. In addition to that, sewage and waste products can also run off or end up in aquatic environments and either kills the organisms in it or pose as a serious hazard to its inhabitants. Now, as we are proceeding with the lesson, let us look at the components of environment. Components of environment. Every organism in this earth is surrounded by a lot of things. Every organism in this earth is surrounded by a lot of things. Other organisms, we are talking of plants, water, air, light, land, and many more other things that are organisms. So these surroundings of the organisms, all the living and non-living things, constitutes in its environment. So we want to look at the 4 major components of the environment. There are 4 major components of the environment. Here we are talking of the lithosphere, the hydrosphere, the atmosphere, and the biosphere, corresponding to rocks, water, air, and life, respectively. Now, we want to see each of these things on its own, each of these components of environment on its own, so that we have more information about these things. We want to know them. What are these things? First of all, we are going to start with the biosphere. What is the biosphere? Remember, bio means life. Bio means life. So now let's connect. What is biosphere? The biosphere is where all life occurs on Earth. The biosphere is made of three parts called the lithosphere, atmosphere, and hydrosphere. Hydro is water. Hydro means water. So the atmosphere is the air that living organisms use for their respiration and which supports life up to 2,000 meters. That means above this 2,000 you can't find life. Even birds, they fly up higher, up to 2,000 meters. If they reach far beyond 2,000, they can't find life. So above the planet's surface, we can only find life up to 2,000 meters. So the hydrosphere is the aquatic portion of the planet, all of which supports life. The lithosphere is the land mass, excluding Earth's mantle and core, which do not support life. These things, they do not support life. Okay, let us look at another component of environment. Another component of environment. What is? But before we look at that, another component of the earth, let me show you a picture of a biosphere. How does it look, or how does it work? So this is a picture of a biosphere. As you can see here, the atmosphere is here on top. Atmosphere, which means air. The air, where we can find air for us to breathe. And also this side we can see the hydrosphere. The hydro means water. Hydrosphere, earth. Hydro, where we can find water on earth. So this side is the hydrosphere and this side is the lithosphere. Litho means earth. So on the lithosphere we cannot also find life. Let's proceed by looking at another component of the environment. Point number 2, we are talking of the component number 2 is the atmosphere. What is this atmosphere? The atmosphere is the gaseous layer surrounding the earth. It is also called air, as I already said previously. The lower region of the atmosphere contain gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide that are essential for plant and animal respiration. Life can be found up to approximately 2,000 meters above the Earth's surface. The atmosphere also plays critical roles in shaping the biosphere by deflecting harmful radiation from the sun and determining weather patterns. Okay, let us look at the picture of the atmosphere. This is a picture showing layers of the earth. Atmosphere layers, atmospheric layers. So these atmospheric layers, as we can see this side, where there is this arrow here, we have the layers of the earth. Layers of the earth. We have this one which is called the exosphere, and this part is called the thermosphere. This one is the mesosphere, and this one is stratosphere. The last one is troposphere. So if you want to know more about these things, this one, as you can see, this layer here, the exosphere. The exosphere is the uppermost layer of the planet's atmosphere. The uppermost part of the layer. This one, this part. As you can see up there, there are clouds. You can see clouds there. So it is the uppermost layer of the planet's atmosphere. An extremely thin atmosphere. An extremely thin atmosphere as on Saturn's moon. Yeah, so this another layer here I was saying is the thermosphere. Thermosphere. What is thermosphere? Suppose you want to know the meaning of thermosphere. The thermosphere is the layer of the Earth's atmosphere directly above the mesosphere and directly below the exosphere. So where is the exosphere? Exosphere is above here. That's why we are saying it is found below the exosphere. So this part here, this the whole of this light blue part here is called the thermosphere. So this thermosphere is the layer of the Earth's atmosphere directly above the mesosphere and directly below the exosphere. Another layer of the Earth is the mesosphere. What is the mesosphere? We're going to know this layer. The layer of the Earth's atmosphere that is directly above the stratosphere and directly below the thermosphere. This one. So another layer is the stratosphere. The stratosphere. What is this stratosphere? This one is the Earth's crust, which primarily comprises stratified deposit. It is the Earth's crust which primarily comprises stratified deposit. The last part of the atmospheric layers of the Earth is this one, which is called the troposphere. The troposphere. So we want to see what this troposphere means. Suppose you've been asked to say the meaning of the troposphere. What can you say? Do you know this troposphere? Okay, let me explain what troposphere is. So, this troposphere is the lower levels of the atmosphere extending from the surface of the Earth or another celestial body up to the tropopause. It is characterized by convective air movements and a large vertical temperature change. So there is a large vertical temperature change here at the troposphere. So that was the picture of the atmospheric layers. I hope we are together. Now, in our next lesson, I hope we shall talk much on the hydrosphere. For today, let us stop there. Thank you for being there, each one of you. I appreciate for sparing your precious time just to attend the lesson. Until next time, this has been Madam Latricia Manda. Stay home, stay safe. Remember to wash your hands frequently and use hand sanitizers. Coronavirus is real. Bye bye for now. Trisha Cool.
F10, F10, press F10. Press F10.